Are we on? Okay. Going through our French house design breakdown. Brent, what did we do here? Well, kept the same building size, which I covered in the previous video where we kind of broke down some of the notes. But one of the big things about this design that really irks me is the thermal loading for the whole face of the front of this house. I mean, having the windows peek up above the eave like that, all of this glass is just getting sun driven on it all the time. And then we did functional shutters down here, but only on 2 windows. And they're like cottage shutters on a mansion, which is weird. Anyway, so, and then there's functional shutters here, but then big doors right here, here, and here. So if you're gonna have shutters there should be a reason for the shutters, and the whole thing should be shaded from sun angles. So that's the first thing I noticed here, is that, I mean, yeah, I guess you've got some French motifs in a way, but first and foremost, the thing needs to be able to perform in the climate that it's in. So I like to go, you know, with the southern vernacular for that. So we're gonna have very, very wide eaves here, and you can see this is how you're supposed to start any design for a wall. You know, you get your opening, you get your min and max sun angle, and then that tells you how much shading you're gonna have in the room with these overhangs. So you don't have a lot, you don't have a lot of overhang here. And I don't think we do on the original either. It's about the same, yeah, maybe like 12 inches. Yeah, this is like a 28 inch projection, I think. It's big. What else? Okay, so let's look at, now I'd sort of covered all the sort of things that irked me about this. Also, the pop out for no reason. All it does is add complexity in the roof. Complexity in the laying of the shingles or metal or whatever it is, or tile or whatever it is you're putting on there. You do that pop out, you've got a little zipper course all the way up. It's a, and then just the way it's direct in water also, like, I don't know. I don't like it. It is not, just adding pop out for no reason other than because you need the facade to not be boring is not a reason to do it. And then these coins here, no, that's, yeah. So, whole first floor, we're just gonna build it in stone, just regular. Now, of course, even if you wanted to use a rougher gradation for your stone, when we do graduated slate, we're still following a grid like this. So sort of gridding it out to get the count and materials needed. Here's your wall section. So, you know, you got 3 courses and your sill, the window, your arch, a couple more courses, and then we're sitting on timber here. And this is the structure for the second floor. Here's a little guy. At his reach, he's getting right to that button. He's 5'9". He's reaching to 7 foot, so can't quite grab the transom there, but that's what they make transom hardware for. So yeah, we're making it in real stone lintel, way cheaper than doing a cavity. Steel sash. The only really decorative part is this little leaded glass panel on the top here on the transom. So we got 336 stone, 4 shutters, 2 6 by 210 window steel casements here, and then the deco glass. that's and then the plaster for the inside. So that's the whole material order for the first floor structure right there. We've got our window package, and the doors, yeah, so doors made the same way, just sort of stretched down. We're keeping it simple, divided, delicately divided steel casements, you know, for the entryway door here. Keep it simple. The awning roof here could be whatever material. I think it would look good in tile. It would look good in metal. But yeah, it's just it's permanent awning. It's keeping these windows out of the sun. In fact, the only one that isn't protected really is the hallway double casement right here, which will get you a little more light into the hallway. It's a huge house. I mean, these are 12-foot bays each one, and then they had a 9-foot hallway. So it's a big structure here, and the more applique you add, I mean, I can't imagine that this window package is going to be that much different with all these round details here. I mean, I roof these all the time. They're $4,000 or $5,000 a pop to do these little round dormer heads here in copper and do them permanently. Yeah, I got rid of all that. I mean, these are great. We love to see them, love to do them. I don't see why. We want a heavy eave. Up top, we have, I think, a 9-foot ceiling. Down here, we got a big fancy 11-foot ceiling because it is a mansion. We're looking at 8 rooms just on this section, right? Plus a hallway. That's huge. So yeah, breaking it down, this could also be, if you didn't want the look of the timber framing, obviously you could stucco this in. I would do the upper structure in infill brick, and then stucco. Essentially, that's just the best way to accomplish mass wall there. No need for, and then you can plaster to the inside. No need for insulation, no cavity, nothing like that. Just make it completely structural all the way through. Yeah, so that's quite a dramatic change, and it is kind of busy because I drew in the stone grid work and everything. I think I would play around with the sashes a little. I mean, you could always play around with window set. Now you can, you know, once you have this composed, you can kind of play around with this stuff a little bit. But I think overall the openings and the massing, I kind of kept it with what they were shooting for with the original one here, which is you want to see a big impressive entryway. Obviously there's a garage over here, so they're never going to use this. We all know how we live in a house like this. You pull into the garage, you walk in through the kitchen side door. If this is a lawn out here with some landscaping, it's probably not a very hospitable place to hang out anyway. There's no roof. At least here we've got a little bit. So this is projecting out the same as the cornice. So we've got a covered entryway just by the fact of having the pop out there. And then the door is inset. We're letting the archwork of the stone and the stone wall itself be the punctuation. So inset the door to this side of the wall, essentially, so you'd have like a 12-inch inset, a little covered entryway, in addition to this pop out right here. So even in a pretty hard driving rain, you could have your front doors wide open and not get anything on the sill here in the hallway. That's sort of the point of that, is we don't want that door just unprotected. I mean, it's got a little thing over it here. It's got a little thing over it here again. And then, you know, all the fake brick, and yeah, let's just do it real. So that's where we are. There's the real version of the French house.